So here we are in the back of Dave's dirty soccer mom van for a sort of an in the bag. It's an in the van because everything in the van, pretty much everything in the van is disc golf related because that's what I do. This is, you know, the essentials. Of course, it's the disc that I play with. The beer cooler, pistachios for snacks. Oh yeah, Old Trapper, peppered beef jerky. Wonderful. Peanuts sometimes, they're out of vogue right now because we switched to pistachios for a while. That's a terrible sight. That's, you know, an empty cooler, horrible. But guess what? It's not the weekend. And another essential for me, water. Gotta have water. So what's in the bag? It's mostly drivers because I'm retraining myself how to drive from my operation. I got 5 pins in my shoulder and a bone shave, so it's been a while trying to come back. And most of my drivers are Shrikes. Didn't start out that way. They started out being G-Star Mambas. 149 gram G-Star Mambas, because that's all I could throw. I have worked up to turns, G-Star turns, of course. And then I got heavier turns, 167, 168 gram turns, and now I'm on Shrikes. All G-Star, of course. This guy is a monster for some reason. He thinks he's a destroyer, but you know, that's okay. Maybe another year of beating it, and he's actually a little heavier too, 171. The rest of these are normal Shrikes that have a little bit of high-speed turn. Well, apparently I'm throwing up to 171. I didn't know it was that heavy, but usually it's 167, 168 is what I throw for that. And I have a couple destroyers also, not a destroyer. That's how you get them mixed up all the time. 168 destroyer and G-Star, you know, when I want something a little buffer. Not everybody wants to throw G-Star, but not everybody has really bone dry skin like I do, which makes it difficult to grip the disc in the first place. Also, I have arthritis, which makes it difficult to grip. And G-Star just works for me. It gives me the best possible grip, except for R-Pro or XT, and you know, that's not something I want to use for drivers. You know, I want to be able to bonk 500 trees, which I do on a regular basis, and still have a really good disc to throw. Mid-ranges, these two are awesome. Oh, you're just saying that because you... No, I'm not just saying that. You got to try these things. This is a Halo Mako 3, Halo Wombat 3. So we got a Mako 3 and a Wombat 3. This one here, they both have really good glide. This one is pretty darn straight with a slight finish to it. And this one is pretty darn straight with no finish to it at all. You can make it go over and just keep going over, or you can put a little hyzer on it and still go straight for a long way. Very, very useful in the woods or for long downhill shots. Like it. Try it. You won't be disappointed. And lastly, for now, because that bag is pretty simple, because I don't throw sidearm yet. My shoulder's not allowing me to throw sidearm, so I don't have any sidearm discs really, except for this one, which is a short approach, which is all I got, maybe, you know, 100 feet tops. And this is the Invader. Very straight, low lift putter. Low lift is good for two things. It's good for playing in the wind, and it's good for ranging. And ranging means that you have a good feel for how far these things are gonna go. You don't wanna be short when you're throwing an approach shot, and you don't wanna blow in long when you're doing an approach shot either. You wanna get close to the basket so you know you're gonna make your putt. And these things are really good for that. They're also very, very accurate. They go where you throw. So, and you can throw them sidearm and backhand. They have very good torque resistance for a putter. I mean, excellent torque resistance for a putter. And very comfortable in the hand, regardless of whether you're throwing backhand or sidearm. You probably roll them too. If there is, I mean, that's the way it's been for years and years and years. I'm out there playing and I'm thinking, I wish I had a disc that did this, you know, or didn't do this. In the case of like an AVR putter, for instance, it's, what if it was just a little lower profile and maybe I could get it out of my hand better and it wouldn't float around quite as much in the wind? Not that it does. I mean, the AVR is not floater putters. You know, a dart is a floater putter. And I putted with a dart for a while because it went farther than another putter and I couldn't get them going. You know, I just didn't have the pop to get the putt to go, so I was putting with a dart, which is a really accurate disc. It's like the reincarnation of the arrow in a much better form. It's a better arrow than the arrow ever was. And that's why Nate Sexton putts with a dart too, from circle 2 or beyond. Basically, it's a range, you can get it there. I have other stuff here. Or Innova towel. These are excellent. I would recommend these for anybody. This is a really good thing to have if you're playing on any kind of muddy course or dewy in the morning and stuff like that. You don't want to track your shoe crap into the car. You just do that with it. Gloves. This is Gorilla Grip. There's other kinds of gloves in here that you can play disc golf with if it's really I don't know, rainy or cold and you just can't do it. Hand warmers. I got everything. Gaiters, keep the foxtails off your socks and out of your shoes. Worth the money. I think that's it, except for some extra stuff I got in there that I don't really need. You know, Salon Pass for aches and pains, which I haven't had for a while, which is nice, you know. So that's it.